Hey there. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you and I have had a conversation about you potentially joining our team. This is my furry best friend. This is Lulu. I am a stay-at-home dog mom, almost 2 years now. And I always used to see that meme on Pinterest, I just want to be a stay-at-home dog mom. And I used to laugh at that, like, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be a dream? And now, I live that life. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about my story and my time as a coach while I pet my furry dog here who requires lots and lots of attention. So I've been a coach almost 3 years. I kind of stumbled into the business. In 2005, I had bought a DVD, Turbo Jam, if you're familiar with that. It's a classic program now. Chalene Johnson basically saved my life. After a sexual assault in college, after losing my grandpa in 2008, I had ended up gaining like 100 pounds. My heaviest, I think I fluctuated between around 246 pounds. And it was a really low time for me. I had suppressed my sexual assault so far down that anxiety, depression, irritable bowel syndrome with constipation was a part of my everyday life. But I never told anyone about my assault after my college roommate basically told me it was my fault. I was 19 years old. And so all of these things I took on internally, not realizing how much it was affecting me physically. And then after losing my grandpa in 2008, I didn't know how I would ever survive without him. I didn't know how I would come back to him. He was basically the only stable male figure I had in my life that I knew that I could count on. So 2005, I had bought this Turbo Jam DVD. I remember finding the first stretch mark on my stomach thinking, oh my gosh, you have to get your crap together. And I didn't. I bought the DVDs. I spent $250 on this 8 set of DVDs, full on with a meal plan, everything. I didn't touch it until many, many years later. If only I had known then what I know now. Anyway, so fast forward, I did the typical counting calories. I used my FitnessPal. I subscribed to a gym. I went to classes 4 nights a week. I did spinning 3 times a week. I lifted weights a couple times a week. I was doing all of these things to try to get any ounce of weight that I could. I bought a treadmill at home that I used to put in front of my TV and lift weights. As I would walk on my treadmill, I got those DVDs out many years later and would do some of the programs. But I didn't have anyone to tell me what to eat. I was counting calories painfully every single day. And little by little, with a combination of the videos, the treadmill, the weights, and years later, the gym, I managed to get off about 60 pounds. It took me about a decade. And in that time, I had gone from working from home to working in an office to working from home. When I was doing the gym and taking classes, I was working from home at that time. And I decided that I needed to go back into an office. I was a digital marketing consultant, and I wasn't having luck growing my business in the area I live in. I was ahead of the times, and I needed something more stable. So I went back into an office. I, at the time, had 2 dogs and could not go to work. I had a 35-minute commute one way. I couldn't very well go to work and then come home and go to a spin class for an hour. So I needed something that I could do in my living room. And a friend of mine she was an ER nurse at the time, brought over her iPad, and we did this Pilates and yoga program in my living room. And it was the same cute little blonde chick from the Turbo Jam videos that I had purchased many years ago. And she showed me this basically Netflix of workouts platform. And I was instantly hooked. I subscribed the next day. She and I went through a 90-day program, but we didn't know there was a meal plan. And so I leaned up. I got really strong. We never cheated on this workout plan. She came over every day for 3 months. We did it, and I felt so strong. And in the meantime, I had connected with a girl who was a coach who I had known previously, and so she added us to her online accountability group. And after completing this 90-day program, I went on to do another month, and I was just feeling so strong. She's like, hey, you should become a coach. Well, at this time, like, I still weighed almost 190 pounds. I didn't feel like I had anything that I could actually offer anyone. I was still struggling to find the nutrition aspect, not knowing that that was part of this platform. The coach I had at the time never explained that to me. And so once I finally decided to become a coach, I prayed about it, took a couple of months, and on March 14th, 2017, I was like, you know what? If I can help one person find what I have found through these programs, even though it hasn't been weight loss, that will be enough for me. So I did. I signed up as a coach, and I just started asking everyone that I knew if they wanted to join me in this crazy journey. They had watched me transform over time, sharing my workouts, sharing how good I was feeling, sharing how strong I was feeling, watching my confidence build. And in the last 3 years, I've been able to help hundreds of women find that thing that I have found. And one, it's grace, it's forgiveness, it's learning that we can do hard things. But a lot of it is that we just have to show up every day. My business started as fitness, but it has become so much more than that in the past 3 years. It has given me my relationship with God back. It has taught me how to forgive myself, to forgive the people of my past who have hurt me. I recently had a hysterectomy, and going through the pain of that for the past over a year and a half at this point, it has been a real struggle for me. But this business has brought me through it. It has put God first in my life. It has allowed me to understand that growth is painful. Getting healthy is sometimes painful, but when we can do those hard things that we never thought maybe we could do, that people watch us. They see the things that we overcome and can accomplish, and they want to do that with us in some small level. So I have become a completely different person. I was a binge drinking, partying, I was smoking pot, I was sleeping around. People who knew me 4 years ago and people who know me today, a lot of them don't really understand my journey, and that's okay, because it's mine, and sometimes I don't even understand it. But what I know is fitness brought me back to my number one relationship which is with my Heavenly Father, and it has just allowed me to help other women find that thing again that so many of us had lost, and that is faith in other people. It's faith in Him. It's understanding that we're not meant to do this life alone, and the accountability of this platform has changed my life. The coaches that have joined my team, they've changed my life. These women that I get to work out with every single day in my fit camp, they've changed my life. And so I'm just really glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are allowing me to share a small part of my story with you. And I look forward to connecting with you further and, start to pray about it. If this is the right fit for you, joining our team, helping other women while you help yourself. In the next video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more specifically about what we actually do as a coach, and I hope that you'll just really take some time to reflect and to see if this could be the right opportunity for you. So thank you for being here. Take care, and God bless.